Afrobeat news. So Burna Boy and his team just secured another major win, and this time is in the United States of America. Now, this coming after Burna Boy just got some major wins as well in the UK. He got a gold certification for his hit song Last Last, and also he saw himself climbing up the Billboard Hot 100 chart even more. So Burna Boy is winning on a major, and in fact, I recently came across this post of Burna Boy's achievements, his Love That Many album. I came across this this charts data that it's about Burna Boy's Love That Many album. It starts a record or achievements after the first month of his release, right? And honestly, I was pretty impressed with what Burna Boy album did, because everything that Burna Boy album have done so far in terms of charts and datas and all of that within the first month of its release are just record breaking. Burna Boy becomes the only artist to do most of these feats. So guys, here before I go on to tell you exactly what the last song have done in the US, which is a major one, let me just read to you guys some achievements of Burna Boy's most recent album, the Love That Many album, within the first months of its release. So here's a list, right? You have the first record, which is this: highest speaking African album in USA. On Apple Music, it peaked at number 4, and on iTunes at number 2, History. So this is in the US history, highest speaking African album in US history. No other album have done this. Then you have this: first African album to reach number 1 on UK iTunes, fastest African album to reach number 1 on UK Apple Music, and the African album to spend the most days at number 1 on the chart, 15 days. Next up, you have the highest speaking African album in Billboard 200 history, picked at number 14. Then you have the highest speaking African album in the official UK albums chart history, picked at number 2. And there were also reports back then that it almost got to number 1. It narrowly missed getting, Burna Boy narrowly missed getting the number 1 in the UK. And then you have this: the highest speaking Nigerian album on all official album charts across the world. Then you have this: the first Nigerian album to chart on Germany official charts at number 61, and Australia Hit Seekers charts at number 2. Longest charting Nigerian album on Ireland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Switzerland charts. These are all very, very white countries, and Burna Boy is just dominating charts out there as if it's one of these other African countries. Then you have this: highest speaking African album in global Spotify, number 2 in USA Spotify, number 3, and UK Spotify number 2 top albums debut chart history. Then you have this: African album with the most number 1s in Apple Music history with 65 number 1s. African album with the most number 1s in iTunes history with 14 number 1s. Highest speaking African album in Spotify Global at number 17, in USA Spotify at number 93, and UK Spotify number 1 weekly charts history. So guys, here just madness in terms of the record front. Burna Boy did madness. Love That Many album officially made a whole lot of record. And when I first saw this, it is like two-page list of records that Love That Many made within the very first month of its release. So it's just crazy the amount of achievement that Burna Boy is on a daily getting with his Love That Many album. And within the first months of the album release, right, Last at that point had already attained all of these feats, right? It peaked at number 4 in the UK official singles charts. It peaked at number 70 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It peaked at number 39 on Billboard Global 200, and 19 Billboard chart entries so far. Peaked at number 1 in 114 countries on Apple Music worldwide January. last and over 30 chart entries across the globe, including Sweden, Switzerland, Netherlands, Portugal, Ireland, New Zealand, and etc. All white countries. These are just white countries. Burna Boy is dominating on the chart, crazy. Then you have this reached #1 on Billboard Afrobeats chart, 5th week at #1 and counting. So yeah, Burna Boy did a lot. Burna Boy did a lot with his Love Damini album. First month of its release, the achievements that Burna Boy achieved with the Love Damini album is uncountable. Then you talk about the biggest song from the album that was moving massive back then and is still moving massive right now. Now, initially I thought that song was going to be a summer anthem, you know, after the summer passed away, was going to die down, but this song is still moving. This song is pretty much a song of the year. I think at this point, Burna Boy is, without a shadow of a doubt, the African Artist of the Year. And this achievement I'm going to let you guys know right now just solidifies Burna Boy as the African Artist of the Year, because right now Burna Boy Last it's just been reported that it have hit the #1 spot on the United States radio charts. Burna Boy is officially the artist with the #1 song on the United States urban music radio charts, and Burna Boy is beating some heavyweight. He's beating Future with Wait For You featuring Thames, that song that was #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Burna Boy is beating City Girls with Good Love featuring Usher. He's beating Blue Baby. He's beating many other top stars. And also I need to mention that Thames appeared twice on this urban radio chart. She have the song with Future and also the song Free Mind. So Thames also is doing some crazy feats out in the US. But Burna Boy right now have the #1 song on US urban music. Now with this feat, this brings me back to a conversation that I see some people having when they compare Last to Wizkid Essence. Now, one thing that they always point out is that, you know, Wizkid Essence had a lot of radio domination. But right now, I think that can be a bragging right for Wizkid or for the Wizkid FC or the Wizkid team, whatever the case now, because Burna Boy just achieved that as well, because Burna Boy just got the #1 song on the US urban radio charts. And the only thing right now that I think Wizkid might have an edge to Burna Boy is that Wizkid, I think, have one of the longest charting song up on that urban video chart. So let's see how long Burna Boy is going to last on the chart. Right now Burna Boy is at #1 spot, so very big feats for Burna Boy. So guys, here, tell me what you think about this particular one. Burna Boy out here pulling the records left and right. And guys, here in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as turn on post notification, and stay tuned for more Afrobeats related entertainment and just coming at you. I'm out for now, guys. Peace.